operation down to the Capitol building.
The British are coming! The British are coming! The British are coming! The government's coming!
Who? How do you know?
I seen the lanterns!
How many lanterns did you see?
I don't know, there was a lot of them.
Let's get our guns. They can't take our money.
We need to go tell Tom and James and Ben.
Wasn't this already settled in Boston? They called the Tea Party.
Yeah.
They're still coming.
Let's go get Ben. He can help us.
All right.
Somebody's got to help. We need a plan. Let's get
make
this
a plan.
together.
That's right.
All right, let's go.
All right. Ben, where are you?
Ben, what happened?
Ben, are you okay? What happened?
I was just flying a kite. I was standing on top of my shed, flying a kite in the lightning storm.
Yeah, the
British are coming. The British are coming?
British, yeah. They're trying to bring in more taxes. They're trying to take away our freedoms.
Wasn't that settled in Boston a couple of years ago?
I thought it was.
Tea Party?
Apparently not.
We got to face this whole thing again. Let's clean up and then let's sit down and talk about and find out what's really going on. We're going to have to organize. We're going to have to get a real picture of what's going on. All right. Hands on you, but
That sounds like a plan.
what happened here.
Well, let's get you cleaned up.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you for waiting for me. Getting struck by lightning isn't an everyday experience for me. But I was out there experimenting with electricity. And, wow, it kind of took me by surprise. I knew something could happen.
What were you doing with electricity?
Let's look at the problem we have here. So, the British have ignored our letters.
We need to come up with some sort of foundation, something to protect the people from the possibility of tyrannical government in the future.
Yes, we've seen the tyranny of the British. They treat us as if we are a slave colony. Here in this America, we have to begin to design the kind of government that is of the people and for the people.
And find a way to keep it that way for future generations.
Yes, and that's the most important part. We are going to have to design a mechanism to preserve freedom, not just accomplish it, but to preserve it for posterity. I think that we will have to turn to Mr. Washington to see how he can unite us in this hour of our need to create and make revolution. After the revolution, we have to have a plan. And that plan has to be designed into a constitution.
I'm with you.
I'm with you too.
Let's begin the design.
Let's do it.
Together for me, and I asked Sean to do it, to actually get us together to talk about something that's pretty important. A couple of weeks ago we had a meeting, we were talking about the Constitution. And I think that all of us were thinking about it afterward, maybe that's why this happened. But yesterday, Bob came and told me about the strangers carnival, about a dream that he had. And it just seems to fit with what we were talking about, but lo and behold, I had the same kind of dream, and mine went on all night.
What was the dream?
Bob, can you tell us?
I had a dream that I thought I was Paul Revere.
Were you riding a horse or anything?
I was riding a horse, and the British were coming, and I rode to alert the citizens that the British were coming.
I just got goosebumps. I had that same dream. You're pretty much hitting the nail on the head. I wasn't Paul Revere. I was a different person in the dream, but I had that same dream.
Now you were there.
I was in a dream.
Yeah, you were there in my dream. What the hell you do in my dream?
I know. Stay out of my dream, man. What's your problem?
Yeah.
All you guys. It's getting weird now.
It's like a living dream for me.
In my
Yeah.
dream, this is crazy. This is crazy. You guys come looking for me, but I'm not me. I'm Ben Franklin. All right.
Don't let your head get all blown up out of proportion now.
I don't want to, but I'm Ben Franklin in this dream.
How are we going to solve this problem when you have a whole generation of youth in this country not being taught the Constitution in schools, and they don't even talk about it, bring it up, and the kids are dumbed down, by the educational process, and they're not even supposed to critically think anything through anymore.
The way in my country, that's why I run away for the freedom, because the communists try to control the education and control people about a job, and the poor, then the government can control that because they know educate and they work hard for the money. That's why that's what happened. I saw along. That's why I run away to find the freedom. That's a beautiful country here.
What country are you from?
From Vietnam.
What year did you leave?
I leave after the communist collapse of Saigon, 1975, and I lived with them 3 years. 1978, I left the country. I've been in the ocean like 2 months and took about almost a year to get here.
Now, you know, I was there during the Vietnam War.
Yes, yeah.
And I thought
everything,
Vietnam was an unusually beautiful country.
so much freedom. So I thought that's why I fight the freedom for my children, my life.
We
But
have
now,
we have this issue that he raises and you raise about the real fundamentals of freedom, of constitution, the short constitutional balance between government and government is not being preserved.
Fighting for now. Quit restricting our bullets, quit restricting every aspect of the gun. Take all of those old laws and toss them. They're illegal. If you are a documented felon, your name should go into the mint and you should not get a gun. But this BS of making every individual sign up, we didn't do anything wrong. Why does my name need to be on your list? I haven't done anything wrong.
We don't need one-sided government doing it because we know what that does.
take a contract, make it as favorable as you want between you and me, but give me just the right to interpret it, and a few, in this case, a couple hundred years to interpret it, and I'll enslave you. That's what's happening. We had a constitution that was supposed to be fair. Only government interprets it. They're enslaving us. We are as much being enslaved by our government today as blacks were being enslaved prior to the Civil War. When we look at what the 13th Amendment says, it's not color-based. It says no involuntary servitudes upon them.
So, this is the way it is. I'm shooting like that.
This is the land of liberty. And if I can't have liberty, I don't want to live in this land.
Give me liberty,
I'll give you death.
or give me death. Come and take them.
My fathers fought for this liberty. They fought hard for it. I got a lot of good veterans here that fought for this liberty, fought for this country, fought for this flag, this American flag. We hate to see it turned upside down just because we've got some tyrannical dictator called King Pinocchio in here.
And the time is short. If more people are becoming awake, then they have to clamp down even more. So we don't waken up and find out what's going on.
We need to smell the roses.
We need to let the public know that we've had enough. Most of the public don't see what's happening because they believe what the mainstream media says. And the sooner they realize that there's more than meets the eye, the more than what they're being spoon-fed, the sooner the nation can wake up and we can rise up peacefully and take this country back.
You're right about that. Spoon-fed with the news, spoon-fed with punk shows, spoon-fed with the media.
We're spoon-fed with the culture they want us to live. How many of us are gay? Why would we vote for gay marriage?
Not a one of us.
It's just a way to keep us fighting amongst each other, so that they keep us distracted while they take our country from us.
And they use the different races to fight amongst each other too.
Races and wage earners, any difference in people, they use to pit us against each other.
That's right.
It's so well said, and I just exactly. We're more divided today than we've ever been, and the irony is, everybody was so happy that we elected a minority president, but we're more divided now than we have ever been in the history of this country, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And this last election really showed it more than anything. The very people that put this president in office are the ones that are suffering the most.
I see the divisions every morning when I'm headed to work. The divisions are that nobody even trusts anybody anymore, that they're all riding down the highway by themselves. There's not two people in any cars anymore. Nobody, I don't trust that other guy anymore. Everybody's riding down the highway. The highways are jammed full of cars with single, you're right about that. People's in it.
How about after the World War II? You come out here driving anywhere you want to go.
That's right.
It's not funny, but it's just that.
Who's going to pick up a veteran today?
That's right. Veterans still get spit on. And something that really pisses me off is the fact that a football player in the field running with a ball gets paid more than our soldiers out in the field putting their lives on the line. Not to mention that their pay is getting cut, their benefits are being taken away. That's right. If one of them died, they make a big issue about it. And when you get a vet that dies, they don't hear a word about it.
Right. Yeah, a vet commits suicide, nobody says a word. A football player commits suicide, they got to have a Senate investigation on why he went crazy and blew his heart out. Well, how about all the cocaine he did? All those years that he was making all that long money. How about that? You think that didn't pervert his mind a bit? Come on.
His whole way of thinking.
Got a good point, Lamb.
It's sorry. It's sorry. Our country is in one sorry state.
We're going to change that by promoting liberty,
Freedom.
freedom.
That's why we're who we are.